Good morning, Rocky Top. A great morning is what it is, especially after our thrilling weekend full of all success. I'm Tyler Barbaras with Jeremiah Shields, and this is Season 5, Episode 7 of Rocky Top Rundown.
Our electric sports teams were traveling all over the country this past weekend, just showing up, showing out, and shutting it down. On today's show, we have quite the lineup. First, Tennessee was down in Starkville for football to go against those annoying Cowboys on Saturday. With women's soccer at home this past Thursday, they took on the Aggies in an attack-heavy match, while volleyball tried to stay strong with their undefeated home streak at stake against the Gamecocks this past Friday, as well as cross-country headed down to Columbia, Missouri to compete in the Gans Creek Classic. Lastly, we have a special segment with Karsten Hoglund to wrap up the show. Tyler, take us away with football. Man, this team loves to give us a heart attack. I don't understand it.
You know, that's what Tennessee football is, and you have to be happy with that. The Volunteers travel down to Starkville this weekend to take on an unranked Mississippi State team. Still, the Bulldogs had home field advantage and were 4-0 on the season. While it was certainly no pushover win, the Vols sure did have to work a little harder than they expected.
That's for sure. Tennessee's defense started hot, forcing a 3-and-out to open the game. But Braylon Staley muffed the punt, and the Bulldogs recovered the ball, giving themselves incredible field position and capitalizing with a touchdown to open the scoring. Tennessee's offense finally got their first chance and marched down the field until the Bulldogs stopped them in the red zone, forcing a field goal attempt to give Tennessee their first points of the game. Tennessee's defense stepped up once again in Mississippi State's next drive when Colton Hood caught a tipped pass and ran it into the end zone for a 23-yard pick six to give Tennessee the lead.
Mississippi State opened up the scoring in the second quarter after a long drive with the rushing touchdown to take the lead back. Tennessee was forced to punt on their next drive, and Mississippi State again put points up on the board, this time a field goal to make it a 7-point game. But Tennessee was able to get their offense rolling when they marched down the field and got themselves their first offensive touchdown of the game via this touchdown catch by Chris Brazzell. Max Gilbert tied the game with the extra point. After a couple of big sacks by the defense, it forced Mississippi State to punt. The Vols attempted to grab the lead before halftime after a huge reception by Chris Brazzell to get the Vols down the field quickly. They had a 4th and 2 in which they converted via a Star Thomas pass and catch. The drive continued to stay alive. Vols went into halftime tied after Max Gilbert missed a 47-yard field goal.
The Vols opened up the second half with another drive down the field. Joey Aguilar took a center stage on the drive, connecting multiple times downfield for some big plays. Unfortunately, Tennessee was stopped once again in the red zone and had to settle for a field goal to take the lead. Mississippi State again crawled down the field looking to take the lead back, but were stopped and forced to attempt a 42-yard field goal that the Bulldogs kicker missed wide right. While Tennessee tried to drive down the field once again to extend their lead, the drive would be cut short after Miles Kisselman let a pass go through his hands into the hands of a defender for a pick. Mississippi State turned that possession into a touchdown and took the lead 24-20. Neither team was able to score again in the third quarter.
However, in the fourth quarter, the Tennessee defense forced a 4th and 7. Mississippi State's punt team came out and ran a fake punt to keep the drive alive. On the very next play, Tyree West came screaming off the edge to get a strip sack. Teammate Joshua Josephs was there, got to the ball first, and was able to run it 41 yards to the house to give Tennessee the lead back once again. Tennessee's defense was not about to lose this game, Jeremiah. Mississippi State's next drive resulted in a field goal to tie the game once again at 27. The Bulldogs got the ball back on their next drive because another tip drill interception thrown by Joey Aguilar. The Bulldogs again turned the turnover into points, this time cashing in for 6, ultimately made the extra point to give the Bulldogs a 34-27 lead. Joey Aguilar once again put the team on his back, leading a 6-minute, 4-second drive, 75 yards down the field. Aguilar connected with Chris Brazzell, Mike Matthews, and Braylon Staley before taking it himself on a powerful 6-yard run for a touchdown to tie the game before the end of regulation.
Let's go to OT. Now, in overtime, the Vols started with the ball and wasted no time scoring as Deshaun Bishop took the first play to the house for a 25-yard run to give Tennessee the lead. Tennessee's defense was tasked with one more stop to win the game. After a big play by Mississippi State's offense to put them inside the 10, the defense stepped up one more time. After forcing a 4th and goal from the 4, Mississippi State tried one more passing play to get the touchdown, but Tennessee said no. Tennessee was able to get a hand on the ball, breaking up the pass, and finally come away with the win. The Volunteers are off this weekend with their bye week and will likely be preparing for the return to Neyland in 2 weeks when they host the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Passing the ball over to the pitch, the Lady Vols soccer team had another tough SEC matchup at home, this time against the Texas A&M Aggies. The Vols were wearing their amazing baby blues, or some may say Summit Blue uniforms. To open up the game, the Vols and Aggies went back and forth with some attempts on goal. Then, with about 10 minutes into the game, there was a misled pass by Leah Klerman that went straight to Texas A&M's attack. They took a rip at the goal, and it slid wide right past the goal post. Tennessee got lucky on that mistake. The game kept going back and forth with multiple chances by both teams in the first half. The second half started slow, then the Vols picked up the energy in the 71st minute of the game with some fantastic passing up the field, with freshman Miley Zyke playing a ball from the right sideline into senior Mac Midgley at midfield. Midgley slipped a through pass between two Texas A&M defenders to sophomore Reese Mattern, who entered the top left side of the box and, while falling to her left, delivered a one-touch ground shot into the far side of the net. Mattern's goal was her second of the year, matching her total from her 2024 SEC all-freshman campaign. After that well-worked goal by the Lady Vols, the Aggies came swinging and had multiple chances on goal to try and get the game level. They had a fantastic shot that bounced hard off the crossbar that was right over the hands of Caden Norris. The Aggies actually had more shots in this game on goal, with their 10 to the Lady Vols 8. In a tight one-goal match, Tennessee outlasted Texas A&M for its third 1-0 victory and 9th clean sheet of the season. The Lady Vols defend on their home grass once again, being 5-0 at home with 3 straight wins against the SEC. The Lady Vols will be at home again this Thursday, October 2nd at 7 p.m. against the Georgia Bulldogs. Boo. So show up with the energy to keep the undefeated home streak alive.
This past Friday night, the number 22 ranked Lady Vol volleyball team notched another SEC sweep over the University of South Carolina Gamecocks, moving their record on the season to 11-1 and 2-0 against SEC opponents. The Lady Vols started off conference play undefeated in Thompson Bowling Arena, winning all 3 sets versus both Georgia and South Carolina with ease. Now let's take a look at some of these plays. The Lady Vols came out swinging right off the bat, winning the first set 25-23. The Gamecocks fought hard, but they were no match for the Lady Vols defense, led by redshirt freshman middle blocker Zoe Humphrey, who tallied 8 blocks. Chelsea Sutton and Star Williams were right behind her, putting up 4 blocks each. Talk about a brick wall. The Lady Vols defense proved the whole match to be a problem for the Gamecocks. Just look at the dive from senior libero Guje Gustekin. On the flip side, senior outside hitter Hayden Kubik led the offense with 15 kills throughout the night, helping the Lady Vols dominate set 2 and hold the Gamecocks to just 16 points scored. And what can't Chelsea Sutton and Star Williams do? Not only did they contribute to the defense, but also put away 8 and 7 kills each. To close it out, the Lady Vols rallied 18 kills to take the third set, 25-17, and send the Gamecocks packing back to Columbia with their second SEC loss. Our volleyball team will be heading down to Baton Rouge, Louisiana this Friday to take on the LSU Tigers at 8 p.m. So try to tune in and cheer on our Lady Vols, man.
Well said, Jeremiah. Moving on to Tennessee cross country. The team traveled down to Columbia, Missouri this weekend as they participated in the Gons Creek Classic. The Classic hosted 30 teams from around the country.
Although unranked, Tennessee finished 12th out of 30 teams, notably ahead of number 6 Alabama, number 16, Michigan State, and number 24, Lipscomb. Tennessee's top 5 runners all placed inside the top 150 runners for a total of 356 points.
Mary Yaboake Awoka led the charge for Tennessee, finishing second overall out of 237 runners. Her time of 19 minutes and 7.7 seconds went down as the second fastest 6K in the nation. It was more than 40 seconds faster than the previous course record. Andy Marie Jones, J.C. Sievers, Summer Schuster, and Nia Clatworthy rounded out the top 5 finishers for the Lady Vols.
The men's team was shorthanded in their Gold AK race with only 4 finishers. Hudson Betch led the team with a 96th place finish out of 240 runners and a time of 23 minutes and 48 seconds. Ethan Edgeworthy and Todd Stortz both finished within the top 130 runners behind Betch. Rookie Noah Harris made his in-uniform collegiate debut this weekend and finished 222nd with a time of 25 minutes and 22 seconds. Tennessee will travel back down to Columbia in 3 weeks for their pre-national invitational on October 18th.
Moving on to a new realm of the sports world for Rocky Top Rundown, the Tennessee's dance team is in the spotlight for making history. Our very own Karsten Hoglund shows us how one dancer is breaking barriers on the sidelines.
That's right, Tyler. I spent some time with the Tennessee dance team last week, and while I didn't try any stunts myself, I did meet Jordan James, the first male dancer in program history. Let's take a look. Tennessee's dance team has long been known for high-energy performances and complex stunts. But this season, there's something new and historic happening on the sidelines. Meet Jordan James. He's the first male dancer in program history, and he's already turning heads with his standout performances.
I feel like by me being here, it just shows other guys that are like in the dance world that like if I can do it, you can do it.
5, 6, 7, 8.
James has quickly become a fan favorite. His high-flying stunts and powerful stage presence add a new spark to the Vols' game day atmosphere. From the football field to national competitions, James says it's an honor to dance alongside some of the nation's best.
It means that I get to inspire other people as well as like dance among like some of like the best dancers in the country.
Hey, what family wants to go first? Oh, in this group. Okay, line up over here.
Head dance coach and spirit director Kelly Tafazzoli says that she's even seen an increase in male dancers at tryouts by having Jordan on the team.
It went really fast. Time flies when you're having fun.
Breaking barriers and setting the stage for the future, Jordan James is rewriting what it means to be a Tennessee dancer. From the Volunteer Channel, I'm Karsten Hoglund. The next time you see Jordan on the sideline, just know you're not just watching a performance, you're experiencing history. Back to you guys.
It's always a great time in the studio talking about them dolls. You can't get enough of greatness.
Man, Tyler, that sounds like music to my ears.
Wait, did you say music?
Of course I did.
Rocky Top, you'll always be home sweet home to me.
Good old Rocky Top.
Woo!
Rocky Top, Tennessee. That'll never get old, man.
Never, ever, ever. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Rocky Top Rundown. I'm Tyler Barbaras.
And I'm his better half, Jeremiah Shields. Until next time,
Go Vols!